Oh, you're finally awake. You look surprised. Is everything alright? Oh, sorry. I guess you weren't expecting to be wrapped up in my tail when you wake up. I'm sorry. We Lamias are cold-blooded and love to wrap around warm things. You humans are basically walking heat pockets. And I also like to cuddle, so I couldn't resist. But now that you're awake, I can make some breakfast for you. Hold up, I'll be right back with food. Here you go. I don't know if you'll like it or not. I'm not sure what you humans usually eat, but I try my best to make you feel just like at home. Oh, you like it? Oh, I'm so glad. For a second I was worried you couldn't even eat it. By the way, have you thought about the offer I made to you yesterday? About meeting my people and such? You have? And do you want to see my village? Oh, those are great news. You don't know how happy it makes me to be able to show it to you. But please, remember our promise from yesterday. Don't tell anyone what you're about to see. Thank you. I'm really grateful for your kindness. Oh, and you're already done eating your food. Would you like to walk in the village soon, after I'm done with cleaning? Or do you want to stay here for a bit? Good. I'll tell you when I'm ready to go. Alright, make sure you have everything on you that you own. And then we can head out. And make sure you stay close to me and watch out to not fall over my tail. I'm sorry, I did not mean to imply that we would repeat the same mistake twice, but I want to make sure you're safe. And why are all the other Lamias looking at you? Well, many of our folk have never actually seen a human, and like I said yesterday, there was a bit of a fuss about me bringing you here. Oh, don't worry, I was able to convince them that you're harmless and that you needed help. I'd like to say that we are quite a peaceful race. We usually avoid humans since we are strange creatures to them by now. But it wasn't always like that from what I've heard from the elders. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm probably rambling too much. You want to hear more about us? That's so sweet of you. You have a question? Why am I the only pink Lamia in this village? Well, it's not something too special, really. You know how sometimes you see animals in the wild that have a completely different color than the rest of their species? Well, that's pretty much my case. I have to admit, a lot of Lamias my age would laugh at me because of it when we were younger. My family was known for their heart-shaped scales and patterns on their body. And the fact that I, a boy, was born with pink tails and hearts all over my body, it seemed a bit too girly for the others. I guess you could call them mean for that, but they have stopped doing that ages ago. So it really was just more of a childish behavior they grew out of. But by now I've learned to love my tail for what it is. Do you think it looks cute? Aw, that's really sweet of you to say. I think it looks cute too. Oh, I'm sorry. With all my explanations, I completely forgot to show you all of the village. I know it's not really big, but there are a few interesting places. That Lamia over there, for instance, sells sparkly stones. And that one over there is really good at healing people. So if you ever get hurt really bad, you can always come to her. Oh, and over there is the hut where my parents have their shop. What are my parents selling? Well, mostly herbs and such, either for cooking or for medicine. I don't live with them anymore, but I still help out. Actually, when we collided with each other, I was collecting some for them and was just taking a little break. There are a few more places we can visit before the tour is over, and I can also tell you some more about my village and the other Lamias. But I'm also curious about your kind. What's your world like? Wow. It all sounds so new and confusing to me. You even have those little magic devices that can glow, and you can do so many things like communicate with other magic users. What do you mean by it's not magic? By the sounds of it, it has to be. And you humans have even more crazier inventions. In a way, I wish I could visit the human world sometimes too. You would give me a tour around your hometown then? That would be really sweet of you, but I don't think I'll really be able to ever do that. I don't know any way to hide my tail, and I doubt the people of this village would be able to handle the idea of a Lamia going to the human world. You think you can find a way to sneak me into your town? You sound rather confident in your plan. If you really wouldn't mind, I would love to come with you to the human world. Why do I keep calling it human world? I mean, yes, I know that we do live on the same planet and all, but from the sound of it, places of your kind just sound like a completely different world to me. I have to admit that since I was little, I always wanted to meet humans and make friends with them. No, I haven't actually met a human before you. To be honest, I was a bit nervous when I first met you. Tripping over my tail and hitting your head isn't really a great first impression. I'm still so sorry about that. I think by now I've shown you everything of my village. It's already midday. Would you like to stay a bit more, or do you want to head back to your own home? You really want to stay a bit longer here? Yes, of course I don't mind. I'm glad to be able to spend more time with you. You want to go home later and prepare something for tomorrow? For your plan? I hope it will work. I really want to be able to visit you too. For now, would you like to spend some more time outside of the village? Or was there anything interesting in the town you wanted to do? Alright, then let's go.